Hi everyone. Now, exciting day today. I got a call that the new brake that I ordered is in. So I'm gonna head out to Edmonton just on the way here and go pick it up. And it's gonna be exciting. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so the guys at Monarch here just got me loaded up. Industrial Metal Master 20. So let's get this thing home and open it up. Well, I couldn't come to Edmonton without stopping at Curiosity Inc. His new building's coming along really nice, and even was able to get some snacks for the road, so that's good. All right, so I just got back, got it opened up, and this is what's all in the box. Brand new. I've never seen a brake that shiny before. Heavy duty castings. So yeah, we'll get her unpackaged. All right, so I got Danny and Darren helping me unpackage this thing. Darren's getting the foot stand opened up, and Danny's just passing me parts. That's the end of the tailgate. Yeah, there's another handle in there. I got one handle on. They oh yeah, that's just grease. It was really tight, stuck down, but yeah, this is for the leg stand. So I am just working on assembling it over here. This is for the wheels. All right, just finishing up the finishing touches on the stand, and then we'll be ready to set the brake on it. All right, we're ready to go here. Okay, we'll just set it on. Oh, just leave the wheels out. You have to pick it up from the other side.
I thought when you said you wanted to slide.
This thing's quite a bit heavier than my other one, but it should be more balanced though. Don't drop it. Okay, should just, there's a hook over here. That hooks into there, this hooks into here. Make sure it's centered.
It's just a little bit more. What are you going to go by?
I'll just look at the castings. Oh, it's pretty close right there. And I'll just loosen these. You can loosen that one, Slinky.
This too?
Yeah.
Just take it off.
No, not off. But just to see where it hooks in.
Here's the. It's enough to pop it up and slide in and snap it in.
And that came right off.
Okay, now I see your brace is there and the brace is there.
Yeah. Yeah, so there. That is the brake. Yeah, it's a little bit higher than my other one, but
These, how you gonna do?
yeah, then the handles can go on. I'll just pull them out of the packaging. These little D10 front pins only click into the...
That's gonna be a little weird.
Oh well.
What did you do with the other one? Sold it?
No, I still have it. I don't know if I want to sell it.
You might want to keep that one just for a backup one. Or when he has to do little weird stuff that you can't really want to do with the big brake. Gotta put some muscle a little bit in there.
There. Now we have a fully functioning industrial Metal Master 20. All right, well that's pretty well set up. Got the foot stand on, which just clips in, very similar to the design that I made for my current brake. This brake is where I got that design from. But now I have a real one, so I think I got it set to the right height. Feels about normal for hand height on the handles. So yeah, have to break some metal on this thing tomorrow. Now I have noticed some things about this, just briefly looking it over here in the daylight, that are sort of questionable for a $5,300 brake. You can see this end sticks out there, and then over here it's offset in, so obviously just a bit of a manufacturing off-center issue. And then what else do we have? So we got a material stop there, which is second casting from the end. Then we have one right in the middle, which is odd, but then there's nothing over here. So it's like this casting should be over here to make it symmetrical, but I guess I can just drill a hole in this casting and move it over. And then what else? Oh yeah, the springs in here. This one looks to be missing one. Looks like there was something in there at one point, I don't know. But I guess this one over here is missing it too, which is symmetrical, so maybe it's designed that way. I'm not sure. I'll maybe do some reading and see what the deal is there. And not necessarily a complaint, but just, again, an odd design flaw for a brake of this price point. Notice how the top handle isn't centered at all, and there's no way to get it centered. It's moved over pretty much as close to that casting as it can go. So I don't know, just a little odd quirk. All right, so after having this brake for a couple weeks now, sort of getting used to it, getting it broke in a little bit, now I sort of want to do a bit of a demo on it, show you some different things. So what I'm going to do now is one piece here that I need to break. Now I'll need 3.5 plus 1.5 inches. So that'll be 5. So for the trim cutter, I'll pull it out to 6.5. The trim cutter cuts 1.5 inches away from the jaw. Clamp that down because it's not broken yet. I really should have the foot slid on this thing. It would stabilize a lot more. Now on my old brake, this edge was 3/4, but on this one it's 5/8. So So if I want 3/4, I actually gotta measure it out, which is a slight inconvenience, but in the long run, it saves you more material on your hands. So can't complain. And this one, I'll just measure out 3.5. Now I did notice in one of the comments on my other metal breaking video, this was a fairly recent comment, someone said something about I must have forgot my pencil or something like that. I'm assuming he was referring to marking out your piece with pencil marks beforehand, but that would just take way more time and thinking to do that. Like, it would be less time spent on the break itself, but more time handling the material. So I just like to pull a tape while I'm doing it. That lets me think. And then this is the piece I need right here. So nice simple bend for that one. So the first profile, I guess in order of usefulness, or how common I would use them. First up would be the brick mold profile. Now, this would be the most common because, you know, typically you're capping down doors or windows or whatever. So for this one, I'll bring it out to 1.5 inches. 90-degree bend. Then it'll be 4 inches. I think, if I remember playing around with this thing. Yeah, now this doesn't come with any instructions, so you really just gotta play around and learn it on your own. And then you put this one finished side down. And then this runs across like that. And then your typical brick mold is 2.25, I think. That's what I make this one. So there, you have a, maybe I didn't bend that quite far enough, but there, that would be a brick mold profile. Now the second most common die, in my opinion, in terms of usefulness, would be this rib form die. Now this most likely would be used in the same profile as a brick mold. There's really endless possibilities that you can use this in, but now we'll bring the piece to 6 5/8 from the math I had to do quickly. And then this will be, it'll still be the wrong way. See, I haven't quite figured this out yet. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Every die is different, whether it's right side up, like finish side up, or finish side down. Just have to play around with it a bit. I guess it really depends which way you want the ribs to go. They could go any way. It's not a right or a wrong way, but the demo I'm going to do is go this way. Okay, and I'll do This will essentially be a brick mold too, just different profile. I guess I could make this one a little bit wider. We have inch and 3/4, say, to center. That's what we'll do. Yeah, now that could essentially be a thicker brick mold or a corner piece or whatever, but it's got those 2 ribs in there. I don't know, not my favorite die, but the option's there if you want it. Now the next one up is the rib form die. This one could be used in, say, a fascia. So that's what I'll do for this. Make a little demo of a fascia. So just for reference, I'll pencil this out. Go inch and 5/8 for our bottom. And what do we got left? Probably about 5.5 inches, roughly. Okay, so I'll flip this around just so it's easier to get an idea here. And the center of our rib is about 3.25. Rib in the material. Now I will do fascia bottom. Hammer on it just to make the bottom stiff. And then the bottom of the fascia is usually an inch. I guess I have those marks on there for a reason. But yeah, and then that would be a piece of fascia with a rib in it. Again, you could make that a corner or a brick mold or whatever, but that's just a demo piece. Now the last and probably most interesting one that I want to show you is the crown mold die. Now this would be like, you know, the profile that goes from your freeze board up against your soffit, like on a more colonial house, or like the profile that's on eaves trough or whatever. So to start with this one, this die actually came with instructions. It says bring your piece out to 6 3/4. And then take this, and I believe you have it finished side up. Say bring this about 1/8 away, and this is where these come in handy because a 45-degree angle is somewhat hard to eye up on here. So I'm going to bring it to 45 about there. And flip it. About 1/8 in there. And bring that up until the square. I think, or oh no, you have to bend this too. There's your crown mold profile. Then, if you wanted to, say, cap a 1x6 or whatever, say that's your 5 1/2, then I'll go 3/4, which will be 6 1/4, 1 1/2, 7 3/4. Now you have a crown mold profile that would cap over a 1x6. So you could put that up against your soffit or whatever. So overall, I'm really happy with the new brake. It will just take a little bit to get it broken in because it is a little bit annoying how this will start to come undone on you, but it should be fine. But anyways, yeah, it should definitely help out with what I can offer in terms of different profiles, and makes it a lot easier to bend steel, that's for sure. Definitely a heavy duty machine. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned and we'll get to see me use this on site. So yeah, check out the links in the description and see you in the next one.